Hey there, my name is Alex. I am the Silver Mont, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Dagger Directive, a game that just launched on Steam in early access at the start of June. Disclaimer, I received a review key for this title. At any rate, there's a good chance you've not heard of Dagger Directive as this is coming to us from a small and fairly new team. So what is it? Steam likens it to ARMA, which I've never played. It reminds me a little of Soldier of Fortune, older Ghost Recon games, and, well, sometimes more from the visual side of things. As this video shows, it goes for a kind of retro kind of look, you might say, pixely kind of graphics, a mix of some modern rendering techniques and late 90s, early 2000s sort of style. As for the actual game, you prepare for missions aboard a ship, where you can choose your loadout and select the mission, then embark on an open-ended set of campaigns. Open-ended may not be the best term, but essentially you are put into a large map, given an objective, and given free rein on how you approach and carry out that objective. Approach the enemy base from whichever angle you see fit, using the tools of your preferred loadout. You can also choose the time of day, for example. The game lets you carry a knife, a sidearm, and two long arms, such as, rifles and sniper rifles, SMGs, rocket launchers, along with things like drones, C4 grenades, and other tools. Whilst you have binoculars that can be used to range find and adjust the range of your rangefinder on your scoped rifle, this is one area where multiplayer comes in really nice. We'll touch on that in a moment though. The gunplay aims for what I would call semi-realistic. Bullets and projectiles have travel times, velocity, physics, fall off, and all that sort of thing. It's not 100% realistic, so far as I'm aware, but it aims for a mix of realism and playability. I've never fired a gun, so I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to the former, only the latter. Firing a high-powered rifle, standing, will have you recoil like a madman though. Still, the guns feel good enough, and you've probably noticed the unique sort of scoping they use in this game. It took me a moment to get used to it, but I like it, it's very intuitive, and it's just different, I've never played a game like that, but I'm pretty sure there have been games that have done that sort of scoping before. Overall, the controls and gameplay is all fine, no problems. One thing I'd love to see though, a sprint button. These maps can be quite large and involve a lot of hoofing it about. There is an auto-run button, which is nice. Being able to move faster, be it through sprinting or vehicles, would be nice. There are vehicles in the game, but at the moment they don't seem to be... you can't use them. Again, I don't need this to turn into like Titanfall 2 when I say, faster movement. I get they want to be, somewhat more methodical, but having some more options is always nice. Being able to, dive or slide into cover, these can be added whilst not ruining the pace of a game. Risk and reward is always good. Diving should be good for quickly getting into cover or hitting the ground, but having a bit of an end lag or something, leaving you momentarily helpless at the end of the dive. Kind of like the super dive in Monster Hunter. It's really good, but it does leave you a bit helpless at the end of it. I'm not saying this game needs Elden Ring style roll spam, to be clear. I'm just saying a few more movement options, some sort of faster travel would be nice. This is early access, so I do wonder if vehicles are in the works. I hope so. The game supports multiplayer in a very 2000s kind of server browser way. You set up a match, a server, or you join via the server name, IP, you set up passwords and so on. One really cool thing about multiplayer is how it, of course, opens up your tactical options. Whilst one sniper can use, binoculars to range find and then snipe at the same time, it's fun to have a spotter. One player uses the binoculars and then tells the sniper the range and location of enemies, like this enemy at southeast over here is 200 meters away, and then the sniper can do that without having to, swap between the binoculars and the sniper itself, which isn't hard, it's just, it makes it faster and easier. To that end, I would love a clearer way to engage in that sort of stuff, whether it be by directly marking enemies using the in-game ping, or a compass with an easier read system, instead of northwest with notches in between, maybe, north 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, west 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 written on the compass. So you can more accurately, just in a pinch, just call out the, degrees, angles, whatever. There's an enemy at north 3, 200 meters, if you're standing in the same spot, that is. Now, this is an early access title, so we'll see what they do add. I don't know if they've had like a roadmap or anything, but right now it feels like the template, or the base, with everything to be added onto. A sandbox where they can now focus on adding features and content. Right now, it's a little sparse, so we'll see what they plan on adding. And on that note, perhaps the most entertainment I got out of this game with my friend were the really funny third-person animations. To that end, I'm going to wrap up this video with a little montage of my friend Doug enjoying these animations. Thanks so much for watching, I'll catch you next time. Dagger Directive is in early access right now on Steam. Go check it out.
Fucking Snake, why do you look like a child? Why do you look like a baby, man? Oh, how do you, oh, there we go. Hey, by the way, he can hear me. Oh shit. So there are, yeah, there's like buckshots here and slugs. I'm dead. Wait, why is caps lock auto walk? I wiggled my knife at you and you just fell over. What is that stand? Hey, don't tell me what I'm doing.